Techno update. Subscribe now.
Zte Obsidian Review. Design. The Obsidian graduated from the hunk of plastic school of design that characterizes most budget phones. That said, the all-black look that clearly inspires the phone's name is pretty striking, even if the rest of the phone's appearance, the rounded corners, the slick back, have been there, done that feel. One of the Obsidian's few departures from conventional design, the charging port is on the right side of the phone, seems like a misfire, as it left me fumbling to plug in the phone. Zte has designed a fairly compact phone with the 5.4 by 2.7 by 0.4 inch Obsidian, though the device's rear has a little bit of bulge to it. Take the LG Tribute 5, rebranded as the LG K7 with T-Mobile, which is taller and wider than the Obsidian, but also thinner, at 0.35 inches. The Obsidian's thicker frame doesn't add much weight, though. Zte's phone weighs 4.65 ounces, compared to 4.8 ounces for the Tribute 5. Display. The Obsidian has more of an issue with color, displaying only 89.3% of the sRGB color gamut and tallying a Delta E color accuracy score of 3.67. Numbers closer to 0 are better on that latter test. The bigger issue with the Obsidian's display, other than a lackluster 854 by 480 resolution, is that it offers pretty poor viewing angles. While watching The Martian stream on HBO Go, I noticed the red planet became shadowy when I tilted the Obsidian slightly to the right. Severe viewing angles created almost an X-ray effect. This is not the phone you'll want to use when gathering people around to share photos and videos. Performance. You don't expect a lot of firepower from a budget phone, which is good because that's exactly what you'll get from the Obsidian's 1 GHz quad-core processor. I would tap an app icon and then wait anywhere from 4 to 8 seconds for the app to spring to life. The phone actually did fairly well on some tests, relative to other low-priced smartphones. Its score of 1,353 in the Geekbench test of overall performance topped the Moto E, 1,282, and even Zte's Max 2 phablet, 1,321, though it lagged behind the average smartphone, 3,127, as you would expect. The Obsidian converted a 204 MB video from 1080p to 480p in 12 minutes, 1 second, slow, but faster than the Tribute 5, which took more than 13 minutes. Camera. Like a lot of the Obsidian's other specs, the 5-megapixel camera on the rear of the phone won't blow you away. But I found that under the right circumstances, lots of ambient lighting and not a lot of movement that might throw the camera out of focus, you can get some pretty decent shots. The rear camera also shoots video. By default, it's set to 640 by 480, but if you dive into the settings, you can up the video quality to 720p. The problems with focus remain, but you'll get better footage. Software. Bloatware is a fact of life for nearly every carrier-tied budget phone, but it's especially a concern with the Obsidian, because the model available from T-Mobile and Metro PCS offers only 8 GB of storage. You can boost that to 32 GB with the addition of a microSD card. The Obsidian runs Android 5.1. That's an older version of Android, but you'll find it on most budget phones at the moment. Battery. But a device that can't make it through the day on a full charge shouldn't be one of those concessions. The Obsidian's battery life simply isn't up to snuff. In our battery tests, which involved surfing the web on T-Mobile's LTE network with the screen set to 150 nits, the Obsidian lasted 6 hours, 8 minutes. That's a little more than 2 hours worse than the average smartphone's time of 8:21.